So we reported here on how the Biden campaign is targeting on social media in particular what they call the suburban Facebook empathy mom. And they said they're going to reach them with new Upworthy-esque content. Well, I think we're getting a first look at some of that content. I bring you this clip.
Keegan, do you have any threes?
No, I don't. Do you have any nines?
Yeah. I always start with dessert.
Is the name Maurice funnier than Martin?
I like Maurice.
One R. Yeah, don't try too hard.
Working on a speech that I'm going to need you to deliver.
We should try to find a place for the word loquacious.
It wasn't as bad as that time Elizabeth Warren did the I'm going to get me a beer thing.
No, but that is still pretty cringe.
There's nothing worse than politicians trying way too hard on social media.
Yeah, that's definitely up there. I mean, and I said this earlier in the show. I mean, Obama used to do these BuzzFeed videos. Obama was cool. Obama was actually a celebrity. I mean, he literally became president because he became president because he was a celebrity, not because he'd actually done anything. And that is essentially, I mean, that's how Donald Trump became president too. Let's be honest. That's the new model of how you become a politician or a successful politician. Bernie Sanders was certainly a celebrity as well.
Yeah.
They had legitimate star power with
AOC does it very comfortably. Yeah.
Biden is just not of that mold. He's very much of an older school thing. And so whenever you see somebody can you imagine Biden at the White House Correspondents' Dinner giving a roast speech? I mean, it'll be terrible. And it'll be exactly like this. It's just this faux authenticity. And again, I actually think Biden is a very authentic guy.
He is.
Whenever he's rightfully in his own mold, as a retail politician, whenever he's talking about empathy, when he's talking about his past grief, that's a model in which they should put him out there. And I think he can probably be funny. I've seen him, like I said, I've seen him out there on the campaign trail when he was in his prime, and he's hilarious. But it needs to be much more of this rambling speech, this rambling energy that he gets from the crowd and things like that. But certainly not. This is not a way to do it.
It's a hard thing for him to pull off because he's just not a social media native player. It's just it's never been something that he has done or been comfortable in. And so now, you remember at the beginning of social distancing, it took them forever. He just disappeared.
For a week and a half.
Yeah, for a week and a half after he was effectively the Democratic nominee. He just sort of vanished. And they said they were building his home studio. What are you talking about? Just here is your studio. Just pick up your phone. Just do it. But it's not a native language that he speaks. Another thing that they're apparently going to try, this according to CNN, is they're going to read letters in a new digital series called Sincerely Joe Biden, where people who are supporters, write in letters and he shares them. Again, it feels very much okay, what would Upworthy do?
Yes,
Let's try to replicate that here. And part of the problem for them is they're so interested in running this very safe milquetoast campaign, which worked for them in the primary, right? Very let's just stay down the middle. Let's not get out over our skis. Let's keep him, sort of hidden. Let's not do a lot to take any risks. The problem with that is that especially during this crisis, you're just not going to break through. I mean, do you think that you're letter is going to go viral? It seems unlikely.
No, and look, again, the Obama administration used to do this, but the difference is they were a lot better at it. They were actually very good whenever they this letter from a 6-year-old will break your heart, and everybody would share it on Facebook. They were the kings of inventing
suburban Facebook empathy moms.
Yes, these Facebook empathy moms. But that is not, again, what the Biden campaign is really all about.
And maybe they will. Maybe people will share them on Facebook. I don't know. I don't really understand Facebook at this point.
Right.
But I will say that I think the suburban Facebook empathy mom is already in your camp.
Yes, of course.
This is already, in your sweet spot here.
It's the whole point is you're supposed to try and reach out to your most dedicated supporters and get them enthusiastic and excited. The Trump campaign is fantastic at this. This is just not something that they're good at, and you can see it in their numbers. Maybe because, and this is what you pointed out, is that they're trying right now, the campaign and the DNC is trying to go out there and sell a virtual dinner with Hillary Clinton for the Biden Victory Fund. I'm not sure who the Biden Victory Fund is affiliated with. Now, for the record, you can see there what the tickets are priced there. I mean, yeah, maybe rich people in this country still want to have a dinner with Hillary Clinton.
$1,000 for a fake dinner on Zoom.
Yeah.
Kill me.
You couldn't even pay me that much to do it.
But I mean, look, they're at a real fundraising disadvantage because he was behind the 8 ball. You know, when he became the nominee, of course, you know, fundraising is sort of like all the traditional avenues, which again, he was a very traditional candidate, like he very old school, traditional type of candidate. During the primary, he didn't raise money online really to a large extent. He was flying around the country doing the fundraiser thing, which, you know, didn't work that well for him, but he was able to raise some cash. Now he's really hobbled in that way as well. So they're trying to make up the gap here with this Hillary Clinton dinner.
Maybe
if you want to sign up, you know, the link is there. You can go check it out. I'm sure a lot of our viewers will be excited about that. We will have more Rising for you after this.